Okay, next item on the agenda, Phil McMillan, School Day at the Fair.
I certainly hope I don't take all the time my brother took.
I don't either.
I will share with you, and you already have it in your packets, this is our request for funding for this next year for the Doddridge County Fair. I wanted you to have this because it includes the major part of what I was going to talk to you about, and that was the school days at the fair. In this request, last year there were two separate requests that I made. This year I've combined them into one request to you with both line items listed as to what we want. Our regular financial request for the Doddridge County Fair stays the same as it was last year at $25,000. We are raising our request for the school day at the fair to $5,000 because of additional expenses coming at us and some things that we just need to cover that as much as we appreciate all the things that we got done last year, our program is changing dramatically for this year, and I want you to be aware of that. I'd first like to share with you, basically this is an evaluation of what we got back from students and parents and teachers from last year's school day at the fair, and just some highlight activities I would like to mention to you. First, on the real positive side, the things that the kids liked and the parents liked and everyone liked real well. First was an educational program. Second, they liked the barn activities with the animals. And that's the one that we expected would come out the greatest. You know, the kids love to be with the animals and everything. The next one that came out was the program we did at the old Hickory Ridge Schoolhouse. The Historical Society came in and just did a fantastic program, got the kids tremendously involved, and this was a program, and I've even told Patty this several times, I didn't anticipate the response that we got from the program that she did down there. She just pulled together some fantastic things. Next comment I found on this was community involvement. The teachers, the parents, and the kids all liked that this was a total community involvement put together. And it wasn't just the county fair, it wasn't just the school system, but it was the county commission, it was the historical society, it was just a number of things pulled together to make this work. Another comment was the opportunity to provide positive activities for students, such as can they get involved in 4-H or FFA or programs such as that, and showed the students how to get more involved in community activities. Another one listed was the experience. This was an experience that students had never experienced before. And that's true. You know, we've never tried anything like this in reality as a program to reach all of the students in the county. And I think that we made just a tremendous success. Now, I'd be remiss if I didn't go back and hit on some of the things that we got questioned or criticized for, but I'll give you some of the ideas as to what we were asked to look at. First one is the kids in particular wanted a more fair experience. They wanted actual fair food, not the good food that we gave them. Just to let you know. Another one we got was more opportunities for games and experiences at the schoolhouse. And I predicate that with the comment that Patty and her staff taught these kids the types of games that used to be played in the old one-room schools back in the 1800s or so. And the kids were really excited about this, wanting to participate more in those types of games that went on with the schools. So I think we got a good educational portion across there. And the other one that came back, and we expected this one in reality, it was they want a petting area for the animals down for the students so that they can go in and have a petting zoo to pet the animals. You know, we did a lot of educational things with them, but we didn't give them a chance just to handle the animals or pet the goats or things like that. And they want that to happen. Now, This year, as I said, we're making some drastic changes to this. Planning has already started. We've got a pretty good list put together as to what we're actually going to bring in this year. However, we're looking at outside resources that are going to cost us to bring in. This is why the request from the $2,000 to the $5,000. We're looking at programs out of WVU, programs out of DNR, programs out of Jackson's Mill that we're looking at bringing in, and I'm not sure what all Patty has planned for down at the old schoolhouse, but just we're looking at a lot of different things that's going to come together to make this an even better experience for the kids. One of the first things that we looked at and we said, we can't make the program the same as last year. This is going to be something that changes every year. And we recognize that. You know, if we teach this to the kids once, we might get by with doing it a second year, but we're better off to change our program every year so that we're hitting different experiences. And every place I have talked to anyone, the response I have gotten in relating school subject matter to actual experience back on farms or in homes or whatever has just been we've been praised a lot of places because of our unique approach in combining the different types of educational programs we can pull together. And I've been saying for years that county fair is an educational experience. And a lot of people say, well, no, it's just a recreation type thing or entertainment, but it is not. It never has been. And I think we need to understand that county fairs were actually started to educate farmers and homemakers. And so we got away from that into playing games and things like that, but there's a whole lot that can still be done with that. So with that, I would like to say that this is just a fantastic program that we've coordinated with the school system, with the Extension Service, with the Historical Society, and something I think, and we've had a request, we've got to keep going. We don't want to drop the ball now. So that's my promotion for this particular event. And as I said, our total county fair request, and you have our total budget from last year, our income and expenses for the total county fair. I've always been the feeling that we have to be totally open when we're using public funds to let everybody know exactly how we're spending those public funds and where they're coming from. And I have no problem with being open with this and above board and letting everybody know. So that's why you get shared from me our total budget from past year, both income and expenses, instead of just telling you, well, this is what we used your dollars for. So that's what I'd like to say to you, and I'll answer questions if you'd like.
Well, the request will be considered when donation requests are considered, and that's probably going to be in April or May sometime. But we will consider it during that time.
How much are you requesting?
I'm requesting $25,000 for the regular county fair, which was the same as what our request was last year. And I'm requesting $5,000 for the school day at the fair.
Up from 2 last year.
Yeah, it'll be a total of $30,000 request this year.
Okay, I got a couple of questions.
Fire away.
Okay. I guess I don't understand everything, but I need to understand. Of course, that's normal with everybody, right?
Sure.
Okay.
I haven't told you the answer to it.
Yeah, Mr. Harvey, I sat in meetings with you and a few of the school board people, but now I was under the understanding that Mr. Harvey, the school system paid for the kids' lunches. Am I wrong?
The school system did pay for the kids' lunches.
Okay.
The school system did not pay for the adult volunteers that we had working with taking care of each of the kids and things like that. They are not allowed to pay for adults, so we covered the expenses for the adult lunches.
So that's where your $500 for lunch is coming in?
Yes.
Okay. And historical presentations, can you explain that to me? $500?
Okay. The programming that Patty did down at the old schoolhouse did not go without the expense.
Okay.
And so that donation was made back to the Historical Society to help cover her expenses.
Okay. That answers my question. Thank you.
Okay?
Yes.
Okay?
We're good?
Thank you all very much and appreciate the opportunity to share with you. And I understood that your budget considerations will come out probably at the end of April or something like that.
Somewhere in that neighborhood, April or early May.
That sounds great. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.